Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to Relationship and Marriage Talk with Arlington. Normally I talk about relationship and marriage issues. But today I really want to talk about something bit. I want to digress a little bit and talk about something different. I want to talk about something that's been trending for us like a week now or so. I want to talk about the death of TB, Prophet TB Joshua. For he's been dead now since about a week now or so, and I see a lot of negative comment from so many men of God and others about him, and I begin to wonder when we learn to judge people, you know instead of allowing God to do his thing. They could be right or wrong in whatever thing you have said. Of course, a lot of people have still said some positive and good things about him, you know. But I think you should leave those judgments for God. Now, for the record, I want to let you know that I'm not a fan of his style of preaching. That is, I'm not a fan of his kind of miracle. I believe in good teachings, as in I have what I like when it comes to hearing the word of God. And I am not a member of his church either, so that you don't begin to think that maybe I am one of them. That is why I'm talking this way. You know, there's so lot of things that he has done that we fail to see or other things, other beautiful side of that man. You know, other beautiful that you might be, like I said, you can be right or wrong, whatever your assumption or think or whatever. But I think that there's some beautiful side of him, and there's three good character that I've seen about him that I admire, that endeared me to him in that way. You know, and number one is his humility. Man, his humility is so humbling. You find it very difficult to see that man of God with his level, the level of that their kings, the presidents, the ministers, people from international body visit regularly. You see how humble he is. The way he relates. His humility is so humbling. You know, if you see him sharing things, you even see him carrying things on his head. How many men of God can do all those? People that relate with kings, presidents from diverse countries. People that attract, a church that attract the highest number of maybe the tourists to the country. Many international people, know what Nigeria is because of that TB Joshua, that synagogue of all nations. you know Yet you see his humility, his simplicity. You understand? You see his humility. You see him when he wants to, when they are giving things, you see him partaking, carrying things. If they are building for church, you see him carrying things, sand or whatever on his head, helping. If it is sharing things, you see him carrying right on. Who does that? How many people can actually do that? How many men of God with his kind of his status can actually do that? Who? How many? Tell me how many can actually do that? And secondly is his philanthropic nature, his giving nature. you know he does it with so much destiny, as in he took it a notch higher. I'm not saying other people are not giving, but look at the way he gives. When he's giving, he doesn't care whether you're a Christian or non-Christian or Muslim, or whether you're a believer or not believer. As many that can come, when he's giving, he's willing to give. He goes to slum and give to people that believe or does not believe. There's no politics, not like the one you do in church. Begin to do politics, whether it's from your tribe or whether it's similar, or a lot of things that you see that a lot of other people do, and you begin to wonder, is this work of God, or you're just playing politics, or you're just. But look at the way he does his own. He gives, as in he gives without expecting anything in return from the people he's giving. Now, do you know that most of the crusade that he attends overseas, like the one he goes to, maybe all this Singapore, Colombia, US, or Israel, wherever, do you know that he sponsors, he pays for 90% of the expenses, as in for the hall, the stadium, everything, in thousands of dollars, in hundreds of thousands of dollars. He pays, and according to him, he doesn't come with anything, as in he doesn't expect any financial return from it. He doesn't come as in with offering, or he doesn't take offering as in expecting anything. And he even doesn't want them to say thank you. He said, because if you do that, that means he has taken his glory. If you do what he wants to do, he expects God to do the rest. His giving nature. I mean, He's just crazy. He does it without thinking where you're coming from, who you are, and somebody that after maybe your miracle, wherever, if he sees your level, he will encourage people. He will raise money for people that have issue, huge sum of money. You are seeing it all the time. How many people can do all these things? Now the third one is his simplicity. Look how simple this man is. A lot of people would have flaunted a lot of things if people in their shoe that has access the kind of people this man is having access to. He would have exploited a lot of them and make merchandise of so many people if he wanted. He would have exploited a lot if people that a lot of presidents, ministers of international bodies, a lot of foreign bodies coming to his church, like he would have exploited them and make serious merchandise of them if he wanted. Look at his very simple nature, his simplicity. I'm not saying that no, there's no other person that is, but when you look at his simplicity, look at the way he relate with whether you are king from another place or president, and the way he relate with the simple other. You just want to love the way he behave. All these three characters, me admire about him, and the spirit in me accept those characters and I see that are very good, and those adore me to him. So I don't know about, let God judge the rest. But all these things I see and admire about him, and I want to say, may his gentle soul continue to rest in peace, and let God do the rest for them. And I think if people can learn how to learn those good character, those good side that me I'm seeing, I think this world will be a better place for all of us to live. All right, God bless you all. I'll see you guys soon.